Oh, there we go. Haha. Alright, just make sure my audio is good, and it seems like we've already begun. Right, which player is which? That's probably important. Other than that, I am good to go. That's the labyrinth. One of those maps that isn't actually played in a tournament I did. And I am very glad to see there, because as a child at least, this was one of my favourite maps. But Frank on P1, Philman on P2, let's take a look at those cards. Beating a share group to death. I don't know if that was the best idea. Depending on where the live is. That leftmost column for Failman could be a very good play here. Meanwhile, depending on that orange, on that apple second row. But that is yet to be decided. Already 2 out of the 4 that I mentioned before. Let me just grab that. Just grab everything here. Alright, I'm ready now. Filming and getting to mid where that lucky marble is. This is the one layout where you do have that rock up top. There's the orange Bulborb. Each side has 1, I think, but it is still 50-50. It's less than fortunate. We've got enough to throw it down. Yeah. Unfortunate lucky marble there. Oh, brutal. The Rolling Stone comes in, takes out the marble carriers, and now Frank looking to steal it, getting thunder. That is going in, which just leaves. Actually, no, I'm looking at the right screen again. I am not paying attention, and that is not good news, but... With that yellow marble and that red marble does put Frank in a pretty rough position. And there is the line, so potentially, we could see game, set, and match right here, right now, with that orange Bulborb and that line. Ooh, or the orange, knowing this map is on the other side, or Imagine if we had like a spectator mode where you could see the map of both cards. Oh, that would be amazing. As it is right now, Frank looking to intercept. Or not. Apparently not. Going for the upper Bulborb while Failman has both the things needed coming back to base. Now, will it win the 50-50? Yes, it will! Ladies and gentlemen, your first point going to Failman. Oh. Ah, just stalling. There you go. Bans and picks will be interesting. Let's see. Is there a streamer? Is this just recorded? I don't even know what that means! Anyway, so it's only being recorded. Fair enough. Band 9, we're going to Stagnant Sea. Which, let's take a look. For Frank, perhaps bottom row. Maybe top or leftmost column slash row for film. Anything involving 3 enemies to me is usually pretty free. There is already that orange thing. I have no clue what that is. If you get to that bridge early, it could also be brilliant for both. I'm frankly swinging it. I haven't played this game in a while. Failman looking to deal with that trauma. They'll both deal with the trauma, however, yellow marble or granite. Which really now, I think that's what you're looking for, is guarded by a slurper. Taking that down might not even be a bad idea. Doesn't one side let it go. Nothing about Jerrie coming in. It doesn't really seem like either player is playing to their bingo card. Something which might be very interesting later. However, oh, that is interesting. Frank now having both the lemon and the weird orange thing, which I still don't know what it is. And Frank, I don't care, both coming in at once. It doesn't seem like Failman is noticing, which means that we could go 1-1 right now. Yeah, now there's nothing you can do at that point. Nice lightning play, but I think proximity here. Oh no, Failman going for challenge, but charging instead of throwing. That is going to cost you. That is 1-1. Frank playing a lot more to the bingo card than Failman is in that match. Came in with a plan, executed it perfectly. Let's see. Frank did have an insane card. Frank just skipping bans entirely. which is a power play, if you ask me. We're going to Twisted Cavern. This map has some very quick opportunities for some very quick wins. Speaking of quick wins, maybe a second row for Failman. Meanwhile, frankly, I'd almost argue that Frank's second row is even better. Depending on what I need to pay more attention when the game starts. There is the line, so sadly, top row isn't much in the cards for Failman. However, perhaps the leftmost column. There is that marble. Considering there are 2 yellow marbles, that might be a very safe play. If you can get to I don't know, let's go. Nice quick kill the Bulborb. However, Frank now using this opportunity to go to the other side. Is he looking for that line? And just goes right back. Frankly, I don't really know what the strategy for Eva right now. Do you know what strawberry is? That's over there. Oh, wait a second. Failman with a very good start. Only needing one of those. Only one would suffice. If Failman can get one of those, it is pretty much game, set, and match. No, not pretty much. It basically will be. It is dead. Who will get it first? It is under Failman's control. Going to base. Hand flank. Mound. I don't think he can. I think it's going to be 2-1. Failman with an insane card when you think about it. 3 enemies in the street in his base. What more could you ask for? Should have mentioned that one. Some bands. What? Yeah, you can consider it getting lucky. However, ooh, we're banning map 8. Fair enough. Now, like I remember playing and that one's showing up a lot. Instead, we're going to Blooming Terrace. On a bomb rock close by to a street there. Apple, orange on the other side. That bottom row looks juicy for Frank, but also a bit of a gamble. Same with the top row for Failman. However, Failman right here has that second row from the top down. Sheer grub, Bulborb, another Bulborb, and the strawberry, which could be one of the most consistent finds, all generally in the same area. If Failman spots that, it will be a very swift victory. Brad starting off the apple, throwing. And there is that strawberry. It really is just all in one place. Losing something into the middle, I don't think it matters. Yeah, there's the golden strawberry. There's the regular strawberry. And all that's needed now is a single female scarecrow. Which I think, yeah, there's a cherry. No, just go to the cherry. It's right there. There we go. And that's cookie. What an insane card for Failman again. Like, that is crazy luck. Yeah, there it is. It's coming in. There is nothing Frank can do. Has bingo coming up, even though that yellow marble would have been a 50-50. That is just some brutal luck to play against. Like, I cannot make this up. Oh, that's gore. What a brutal matchup so far. Sandbox Kingdom. This is not one I like. I am very biased. Let's see. I don't see anything that stands out to me right now. Maybe a second column for Brad. Failman, maybe second Brad. Or second column. I don't know this layout well enough. Those Pikmin, not having a good time. Focusing on growth. Those marble carriers having pretty much this dodge, not one, but two dwarves. With that, top row does become available. Just to know where to find it. There's that whip tongue. Because I think, if we're lucky, that I think all the fruits are inside the long legs. I might be wrong though, I probably am. Instead, going up the castle, grabbing the strawberry. Perhaps rolling that dice for a more guaranteed victory. Going for... There is that apple, it might very well pay off. So all that's left now is that yellow marble, not purple. Why do I want to say purple? Considering what to do next. Taking the fig. I think that's a fig. Be very careful saying that. Thank you, Pikmin AI. Another marble killer, man. There we go. All that's needed now is a yellow marble. That yellow marble is in the sandcastle. And it's buried right there. No teleport used for Failman. Going back to base, grabbing his Pikmin, perhaps going for an interception here, which will pretty much be mandatory at this point. There's no other way to win. Oh, instead trying to go for the other yellow marble, but... Yeah, no, I think that's it. There you go. I already forgot the score. I think it's 3-2 now. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're getting this moving. Arid metropolis from one sandbox to another. Scramble your opponent's bingo. I think we should add tips that are just nonsense. It's funny. Anyways. I don't see anything that stands out. At least not without seeing the map. Both cards looking about if you considering, oh no, that would work. With that line there, it would have been third row for film. However, that orange is on the other side of the map. You're not gonna get that. That is so optimal. Neither player going in. Actually, never mind. Taking home a Bulborb corpse. Failman first getting to the stray Pikmin. However, Frank uses this opportunity to get, I don't even know what that is, but to get that from Failman's base. If that is successful, that is huge, because all that's left in is the lemon, which, from what I can see, is on Frank's side. Which would be an insane steal. Failman doesn't seem to realize. Oh no, Failman hasn't realized. That's gonna be GG. There is the lemon. That is a brutal way to start off. There's the apple too. It's all right in Frank's face. I wouldn't even got a lucky card as much as just playing really well. There you go, there comes that apple. Taking a cherry too, just for fun. Oh wait! Wait, it's been intercepted by none other than the friendly neighborhood Bulborb. That's rough. Oh, that is perhaps the luckiest lucky cherry I've seen so far. Exactly what Frank needed. All the while, Failman just seems confused on where to go. Strawberry. Only needing the fig, actually. That might be coming home. It might be a lot closer than expected. I swear I saw the fig. There's the lemon. Too late now. From the other side of the map. Frank ties up the score. That Bulborb could have played. Spoiler, if it wasn't for that very, very lucky cherry. Killing everything at once, but... We're banning 8 again. But where are we going? Oh, come ban 8 again. Interesting. That's why, right, Frank did win. In the meanwhile, scores all tied up. Very exciting stuff so far. Instead, we're banning 7. This has actually been quite a good set so far. Both players pretty equally matched, I'd say. It's really just came down to the cards. Some crazy card luck for Failman. Frank persevering, so the scores are tied. First to 5, so hopefully 3 more matches. The Bulborb games. We're going back to Twisted Cavern. Look at top row for Frank. That is an insane top row. I mean, frankly, Failman also has quite a good top row. Don't know where to get the thing. I think it's in the orange Bulborb, so. Or in the quad. Lucky marble, guarded by an orange. First row and second row. No, first column and second column for Failman, depending on which question mark hits. Could both be insane. There are the mill share grubs. Just 3 growth. Challenging Bulborb. I don't even think it's really the main prize. There it is! Oh, that is huge! That is huge! If Frank can find that red marble, which is in that general area. Instead, going off the Bulborb, I oh, but there's Failman's winning marble. We could see a very lucky marble here. Will it hit? No, it won't. Meaning that is game. 4-3. Failman with a plan executed to perfection there. Fortnite Frank soiled again. Banning 8 again. I've already forgot what that thing was called, but frankly valid. Blooming Terrace, Failman 1 win away. Frank has to lock in, but look at that second row. Considering this map layout, those the orange, the Bulborb, and the dwarf Bulborb will all be in mid. Which, if executed, will be crazy. All you need is the yellow spectrum at that point. And it's game. Where is that yellow spectrum in? That's gonna be the main price to get here. I don't know what Failman is up to. There is that Bulborb. I would say there is a whole squad of Pikmin. There goes the orange. There goes the Bulborb. No, not really. Looking to hold. And instead collect that. Not focusing on the instant win that is in the center. Instead. Oh, but Failman is not going for the steal. This could very well be the final mistake here. That's not a big boy. Just ignoring the spectral lid that was right there. To go for the model. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I am flabbergasted right now. But there is that. There is. Oh no. Considering the things Failman has coming in. If that Bulborb gets home in time. Oh no, Frank teleported away. All the way. Intercepted. Going for the intercept. Oh. And succeeding on the intercept on the Amprat. If that works, that could be an insane steal. This match is far from over. Even though it really should be at this point. I have no clue what's going on anymore. Frank, in fact, still going for the steal of that Bulborb. Playing trouble, playing spoiler. Eating the ball before it can blow up. When in fact, that one spectralist is still... What is going on? I don't know anymore. However, somehow that steal has been successful. This is the lost item that Frank needs, and I think we're gonna go to a 4-4 tiebreaker off of this. Crazy way to play this match. But I guess it worked out. I have no words. I'm going to crash out at this point. There was a full bingo in mid. And like, yeah, sure, I guess it worked out. But if you ask me, that was a lot riskier considering how steals can go wrong in this game. But I digress. Ban on 3, which means for our final match, where are we going? May it be a good one. Well, go on. I meant, oh, pick 3. There you go. Not ban it. one final go of Twisted Cavern. Look at that fourth column for Frank. I'm sorry, just look at that. That is insane. Meanwhile, Failman bottom Roman or also left column. No, the lime is on the other side. And the spicy spam spray for Frank. That is an insane find. Trying to sneak the mobile pass. Well, not trying, succeeding. Frank, meanwhile, charging the mobile directly, one cycling it. Don't really know what the plan is here. Trying to defeat the Bulborb. Oh, you were trying. Losing a lot of Pikmin to it. Frank now breaking open the barrier. Perhaps, well, all things considered, Strawberry is over there. Then Lime is also a free win. And Lime is on his side. Frank having two insane ways to take this home right now. Instead, we see and not seeing the fact that the strawberry is right there uncontested, instead going for the pocket of the airhead. What am I watching? Just contested though for now. Taking the carry. Loses it. This deal is successful. It will in fact be game ending. Getting a lightning at the opportune moment. Everything else fighting. Now is the constant whistle. And yet, it is still, it is a contest for this final fruit. I think that contest has been won. Meaning the end score, 5-4 for Frank. With an insane card right at the end. Twisted Cavern really is just a win more map, isn't it? Crazy ending to a crazy game. Thank you all for watching. Your winner, Frank. You probably won't see me next time unless it's me competing. There will be a match coming soon. Anyways, goodbye.